My name is Luis, but my mother called me Beto. Ever since she passed away, my life completely changed. 2 years ago, this started as a distraction from the world. But now, season 3 is just getting started. By the way, this is not the podcast starting. It's just like us getting comfortable and stuff. You know,
No,
talking
I
on the
respect
mic.
that. I was like,
You
I'm
know what I
glad we're
mean?
doing a practice run with the conversation.
It's kind of a practice run. It's
Yeah.
because like usually, you know, when I have these podcasts, this is season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3, and I literally still do not have like a cohesive start to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So usually like when I'm starting with people or anything, I'll just go like, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ayo Chill podcast, season 3. Fellas, it's been a minute. It's been a while. I'm so glad you guys have come back to tune in. Obviously, the set's kind of different. Right now, we are chilling in sunny California. It's literally the craziest thing. Life has changed. I'm so excited to share my life with you guys this season. But without further ado, today we got 2 amazing guests. One of them obviously is mad familiar. The other one, I don't know, maybe a little bit sus. I can't tell yet. But guys, please just take like a few seconds, minutes, hours, whatever you want. Introduce each of yourselves. Obviously, ladies first, Pat.
Sure. Hi, my name is Sam Cummings. I'm Pat's girlfriend. I'm from Pequannock, New Jersey, and I moved out here with Pat October 2021. Yep.
Sick. How about you, Pat? Go ahead.
Hey, what up? It's Pat Damiano. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, I was on this. I was on before. You know who I am,
Yeah,
Pat
bro.
Damiano. Friends with Luis. We've been friends, or Beto, as most of you know him. You know, we've been friends for a very long time. We go way back.
Bro, way back. Way back, bro.
PV marching band
PV
times,
marching
Little
bands.
Falls Soccer.
Little Falls Soccer. Damn, Little Falls Soccer. Yo, basketball too. Indoor soccer. Yes, I don't think I remembered you in the outdoor soccer.
No, I
days.
did outdoor soccer.
Did you do outdoor soccer?
Yeah, I did football and soccer. Well, like,
Damn, I must have been in those like higher leagues, so I didn't really.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm playing, bro. I was trash. I was alright. I played defense. That's really what I did.
I played defense too. So if we were on the same team, we're on the opposite sides of the
Yeah,
field.
we're not really gonna see each other too
Yeah.
much. And I was always chunky, so like, you know, it wasn't like I was running like crazy or anything. But fellas, guys, I'm out here in California. You guys kind of you guys had an open invitation. It wasn't like you guys were like, come here, but like, you know, like I jumped at the opportunity, you know, and wanted to come see you guys. Yo, your apartment, by the way, I know I said it a million times, but it's fire. It's
Thank
literally
you.
fire. Like you guys, like
That means everything in the world to me. You have no idea.
but like I keep saying, like, it's just so incredible out here. It really is incredible. And you know what? You guys can't see it right now because, you know, the lights are here and everything. But like during the day, like even just working in the house and stuff and seeing all the light come in is like, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. But so tell me how you guys, let's just get started with like, some questions and stuff. How did
Okay.
you guys end up here in California? You guys moved from the East Coast. Y'all are both some Jersey heads. Shout out Jersey. You know, like how does that begin to happen?
Yeah, so I was in school, RIT, going for photographic sciences, and I always knew that it was a possibility to move out here because a lot of the people in my program, they work at big tech companies like Apple and Nvidia, which is where I am. You know, so I interviewed out here with Apple actually after I graduated. Didn't get the job, but I stayed in Rochester, worked for a company called Eagleview, and then I was interviewing around, got this job out here with Nvidia, and then Sam came with.
I did. I was invited, and I also wanted to come. So I came out here because, you know, I graduated from Montclair State University in January 2021. I had a remote position for some time, and I took it out here with me, and I knew there would be a wealth of opportunities for me out here in the tech capital. So, yeah, I'm just nose to the grindstone, looking for a job, and I actually signed an offer today, which
Word.
is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So how that timing worked out.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fire. And you know it's crazy. Like we already know a lot about Pat, but like now like I wanna shift the focus to you a little bit, right?
All right, bye. I'm gonna go.
So yeah. So tell me about like what you studied at Montclair State.
Sure. So I got a shout out too. I started at community college, went to County College of Morris in
Word.
Randolph. Got my associates there in business administration, and then I was like, what's close by and reputable that I could also drive to? Montclair State. So then went over to Montclair State, got my BS in business administration with concentration in marketing. I worked for a tech startup as like my first internship, and I got like a feel for that side of things. So I felt comfortable coming out here, maybe looking for something similar. And then I worked a job as a marketing administrator, answering phone calls and stuff for a company. And then so I was looking for something else to kind of segue my career and learn more, and I landed out here and got pretty lucky getting in with a pretty cool marketing agency out here.
Silicon Valley, the Silicon
Yeah.
Valley grind.
Yeah, and it's crazy because out here it's like hella different. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's super different. I even feel like so far like besides what was it? Just the other day I met somebody weird out here. Like who didn't give like mad friendly vibes, but who was that? Because I mean, besides that, like even like before, like everything, like we were just at like 7-Eleven, and I was mad chill with the people in there, They were super cool. And even like everybody else has been like pretty mad chill. You know, what
It
I
was
mean?
the people at the Apple store. The people at the Apple.
Oh,
store.
yeah.
yo, those Apple heads
Yeah, that
were
was
crazy.
sus.
They were a little rude. I didn't like that too much. You know what I mean? I was just kind of trying to get to know them. Maybe they didn't want to know me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, they just listen to the podcast. So tell me exactly, Sam, like what exactly is it like? What does your job really entail? Like, you're saying like business, marketing, but like what ideally are you like looking for?
Wow. I mean, thank you so much for asking me that, because I had 5 interviews this week, and that's exactly what they asked me. So I'm pretty good at giving the mechanical answer, but I don't know. I mean, I chose marketing as what I wanted to do as a career because I just really enjoy working with people. I also just like getting creative, following the trends, and that all kind of falls together under the marketing umbrella. I just kind of go wherever I feel like there's value that I could add and they could give to me as well. I'm always down to learn new things, and I definitely felt that way with this job I ended up going ahead with, this marketing agency. It's pretty cool. It's a company that, provides promotional product like service kits to all the greater companies in the area. I mean, among other things. So, I mean, I don't want to say too much about it yet because
No, you
I haven't really done too much yet. I've just, signed the offer. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. And it'll be cool to catch up like after that. Cause
Yeah.
with Pat, like when we were talking back then, you had just talked about landing your job out here, right?
Yeah.
In Cali.
It was when I told you about it, like on the
Yeah.
podcast. We hadn't talked for a while before that, and I got on,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yo, I'm moving to California."
Yeah,
on
that
the
was wild.
podcast.
That was wild.
So yeah, your podcast brings good things because I mean you came out here.
Thank
and
you. I appreciate it.
I got a job, so
Yeah, and it did hail the other day too, right?
it did. It was
It
crazy.
did. We were
on
outside.
on 222.
On 222.
We were outside, and it started hailing in California,
Mm-hmm.
like out of nowhere, and it lasted 30 seconds,
Yeah,
and then it stopped.
Yeah, something, and it was coming down like pretty hard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was coming down
Yeah.
pretty hard. You know what's crazy about all this too? I think it's mad interesting because for me, like this is my first time out here on the West Coast. And how long have you guys been living here already?
Since the end of September, October.
Word. So like
almost 5 months.
it's like 5 months. Like I think like it's always been my dream to kind of come out to the West Coast and kind of see how it is, because you hear how much things are going out on here. Not only like the tech, the social media, the culture out here as well. It's completely different than the East Coast. I feel like, and some things that people have been telling me is just like it's mad lax out here. Nobody's in a rush.
Dude. That is like one of the things that I hate about it's like I hate it and I like it at the same time. Like you go to Chipotle and they just take their sweet time to make the burritos. They're just
Really?
like they just go. They got one. You know how like at Chipotle when it's busy, they get like 3 people to get like one at the register,
Uh-huh.
one doing the second half, and then one doing like the burritos and the first half with the rice and meat.
Uh-huh.
They'll have one person, even when it's busy, one person doing the entire thing, and they just like take their sweet time, which is fine. Like I'll
Is
get
it-
I'll
is
get my
it though?
burrito. Like I'll get my burrito at some point, but like come on, just pick up the
I
pace
just-
a little bit.
I just love how that's like the example that you use.
I mean,
every
like
time.
this man needs his burrito.
It's every time I go to Chipotle. like that.
To be honest, that's something that like I feel like a lot of Jersey heads could relate to, because you know what I mean. Like, who hasn't been to Chipotle? You know what I mean? And like, who hasn't also seen Chipotle
Yeah.
when it's like wilding in there? You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah.
Like when it's like straight up crazy and the line's just like looping like.
But
a
they
million
move
places.
in New Jersey. They move.
Yeah, they move.
Everybody's just like everybody's like on it. But here everybody's like so very just lax.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest example, I think I told you that I felt like when I moved here, like when I realized that like I'm a very patient person, but I didn't realize like how fast I expect things to happen until I came out here, because I started waiting at lights in the car, like just driving on a regular road to get somewhere. Like sometimes you're sitting for over
lights.
5 minutes
The lights.
for a light to change. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
this is normal. This is going to happen to me at every light that I have to wait at. And I'm like I remember it really made me like visibly upset for some time until like I got used to it. But
And another weird thing about the lights is that all the lights have the left-hand turn signal. You know how like some lights in New Jersey,
Yeah.
like they're just normal lights. Like most lights are just normal lights, just 3 things. But and then there's like some lights that are more busy and they have the left-hand turn signal that turns on, tells you when to turn left.
Yep.
Every light has that out here. I don't know why.
You know, I feel like I've recognized that.
Every
like,
light
out
has
here.
it. Every single light, and like a lot of them have the right-hand turn light too.
That's actually mad weird. You know, even coming out here, like this morning, I went to get breakfast, right? And I was just like walking like across the streets and stuff. And it's kind of, you know what, like it's weird how everything's mad lax, right? But at the same time, it's like when I was walking across the street, like that thing went kind of fast too. Like, you know how it gives you like the 20 seconds and then it's like the hand and it starts blinking when you're like, bro, like it was like 5 seconds and it started blinking and I was like, oh shit, like I better haul ass real quick before I get hit. You know what I mean? But I feel like I wouldn't get hit either. But there's also a lot of nice cars out here.
Yeah, man, that's the tech money.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and it makes me feel like if I get hit, you know what I mean, like we in there. You know what I mean? Like I'm moving out here if I get hit because they're gonna be paying my freaking
Paying
my
for your
mortgage,
Tesla, bro. They're gonna
Yeah,
be paying
like
for
my
your
Tesla, everything. And yo, the housing out here, bro, tripping, bro,
Yeah.
tripping. We were it was after the Apple store, right?
Yeah, we were driving down the road right
Mhm.
next to the Apple Park, the headquarters, and I was like, Luis, look up these houses, see what the prices are. They're these 1-story houses, probably like a little bit but bigger than the size of this like apartment.
Yeah, like if you're
Yeah.
into real estate, like out in Jersey, probably like I would say like a max of like 3, maybe I don't know, bro. Like literally like a $300,000 house around there. You know what I mean? Because it's 1 story. Do they have basements? Like I don't even know. Like is basements even a thing out here?
Probably, but I don't know. Do earthquakes? Is that a thing with basements?
Oh, I don't know, dude. You're asking the wrong.
I don't know enough about like
Yeah.
Are you?
housing.
I
and
think you're
and
supposed to
everything.
go into the basement if there's.
Well,
an
no,
earthquake.
because then the house would fall on you.
Yeah,
if it went
something
down,
sounds.
right?
I don't know. But then again, they tell you to go under a table, so I don't.
I think that's. I think that's.
I'm pretty
tornado.
sure
I
they're
think-
just trying to get you to think that you have a chance of living by doing one of those things.
I think it's tornadoes that you're supposed to go.
Oh
to
yeah,
go
no, you're
down,
that
right?
makes sense.
Yeah, tornadoes.
Because then the
tornadoes.
house goes away from you.
Right.
So
Right.
you guys haven't really experienced any earthquakes out here yet, right?
Not yet, no. No.
So like, do you guys have like any plans for that at all, or is it kind of just like when it hits, it hits?
Well, Pat actually just started to buy a couple things, you know, to make us
Yeah.
a emergency kit.
Survival
Word.
kit because you know everything that's going on right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, yo, listen. I mean,
World be crazy.
we don't even have to get into it, but I mean, like, obviously, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like especially like out in like Europe and stuff. So, I mean, we'll wait to see. And definitely, like, if you're gonna tune in next week, we're gonna be like with a whole bunch of military guys. So
We'll see what happens. Maybe
Yeah,
you'll
we'll
be out,
definitely-
maybe you'll be in the field doing
Bruh,
some field reporting.
I'm
AO chill news.
Dude, it's crazy. I'm actually gonna be in their base, you know, like on base or whatever they call it. I honestly don't know how necessarily how it works, but I mean, like, it's definitely gonna be crazy. And like, you know, coming out here too, it's like I feel like so we're in San Francisco, and so far like out here like everything seems like for the most part pretty chill. Like I don't know like how different it's gonna be when I go down in LA. You know,
Well, anyway, hold on. We never finished the conversation about the housing. We
oh
never
yes,
got- not-
yes,
no, we
yes, yes.
never
You're
got
right.
to
You're right.
the,
Let's finish that. Let's finish that.
To
Let's
the
finish that.
finale
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that. So the small houses.
Yes.
Compared to New Jersey. What were you
Yo, all right. So I was saying $300,000, right, for one of those houses, bro. Like in Jersey, something like that, right?
saying? Yeah.
And I don't even know if they have a basement, right? But they like 1.5, 2.5.
Yeah, the average home price is over $1 million.
But it's wild,
It's
dude.
insane for these.
And they're like
small houses.
nothing special.
They're not
Like
even
you'll
that
see it on the
nice.
street and be like, I don't even know if I want to live there. It's like, well, that house is $1.5 million, so you can't even live there anyway. So-
Yeah, and that's insane. Like when you think about like celebrities buying houses out in like Jersey and stuff. Like, listen, I have always grown up. Actually, this is something that really like kind of like perplexed me like recently because I've always heard like, oh, it's so expensive in Jersey. Oh, it's like like this and that, and like yo, you got to get out of Jersey. And you got people doing like a mass move to like Texas, Florida, also now like Las Vegas, like Nevada, and like people are moving out there, and tech companies are moving out there, right, bro? I feel like not that I'm like bougie out there in New Jersey or anything, but I understand like how expensive it is out there. Over here, like I feel like broke.
Yeah, man, yeah.
like it's wild. It's wild. I mean, like I know like the tech jobs out here, like like they pay better a lot and stuff. Like
Yeah.
and that's a big reason. But like it's just different out here, dude. Talk to me about the gas, bro.
Why?
That was one of the things that you were like most upset about when you came out here. You were like ready to throw up at the gas station.
Bruh, because literally, like any of my friends who are watching this, especially if you chill with me in Jersey, they know like one of my favorite things to do is literally just cruise around in my car. And even sometimes, like I'm bad. Like honestly, like I should probably get an electric car because like sometimes I'll just be sitting in idle, like in my driveway, just chilling in my car because I don't want to go inside yet.
Right. Yeah.
And like I be spending gas like that, and I like driving around, and I like just hanging and chilling, and like talking to people while driving,
Yeah.
and like that ass would seem like an expense out here.
Yeah, yesterday when we went up to San Francisco, saw the Golden Gate Bridge. We took you up there, and then we drove down
Yeah.
the coast. And I needed to get gas. I forgot to get gas before we
Facts.
left at the gas station here, which was $4.15 a gallon.
$4.50.
for
Y'all
credit.
hear that?
For credit or debit. right?
$4.15.
And I didn't get it here because I forgot. So I had to get it down when we were at the coast, which it was $5.05 a gallon.
$5.05, $5. It's insane to think about that because my car like it holds like 11 to 12 gallons, so you need like that times 5. Like what is that, like 70, 60, 76? I don't know, I'm not good at math, but like that's hella bread. Like usually when I fill up my tank, bro, like that's like $30 max, if that. You know what I mean? Like $27, something like that. You know,
It can get
So-
up into the 60s here for it to fill the tank. Yeah.
But you know what is really cool about like well, you don't have to commute too far for your jobs.
No, it's like 10 minutes. And actually, her job is like literally 30 seconds down the road from mine.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I mean, pretty cool how that worked out.
Carpool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So how does that? So it's interesting out here that you have hella tech companies out here. We've been driving around a little bit. We saw the Nvidia building,
Yep.
not Nvidia building. Sorry, I've been saying, but that thing I've said that on the podcast like multiple times. I was like, yeah, my boy works for Nvidia, and they're like, who is that? I'm like, I don't know. It's this chill company out in like San Francisco, and I would tell them that you do like the autonomous driving, like editing for all the pictures and stuff, because that's still fire, bro. That's still fire.
Yeah.
But it's dope because a lot of these buildings look like college campuses, but like just like giant and more well built. Like it almost looks like what's funny? Like I don't mean this in an offensive way. It's actually like the Nvidia building. Nvidia. I want to say Nvidia. The Nvidia building, right? It almost looks like what the Newark airport should look like. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It's
sure.
so nice because it has those big open windows,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now it has like those like structural designs where it's like crisscrossing and like holding the building up and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's really cool. And then it has like that outside. It looks like it has when we were passing by, it looks like it had like an outside almost like sitting area in a little circle. And
Yeah.
stuff.
So there's like two buildings. Each like the first one is like 700,000 square feet or something like that, and then the second one is like I don't know, probably like 700,000 square feet. And then there's like an outdoor area with like there's like level. It's like a multi-level outdoor area that has like nests and stuff. It's really weird. It's like the most tech thing. It's like the most Silicon Valley thing ever. But I wanted to take you to the Google campus. We didn't get a chance to go.
Facts.
But that is like a college campus, like exactly. Like you were there. You
Yeah.
saw it.
You could just ride a bike around, like
Word, it
they have
sounds
bikes
fun.
there.
They have Google bikes. You ride them around the campus and everything.
Yeah, that sounds like super fun. I definitely feel like I'm gonna be out here again. Like if definitely if it's not this year, like definitely next year. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to go like everywhere this year. But I really want to get your guys' input. I want to get you guys' input on something.
Sure.
So when you guys came out here, you know, from Jersey and stuff, what do you feel are like the biggest differences, like pros and cons, versus living here and then being back in Jersey?
Sure.
Want to go?
Sure. I'll just do one and then you could do one and whatever. But I'd say the biggest thing is like the accessibility and like diversity and like nature and things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could drive 45 minutes like one way and like be on the beach, like on the coast, and then drive 45 minutes like another way and like be on the coolest hike ever with like crazy tall like twisty redwood trees. And then in like the same breath, like it's 80 degrees, like maybe like here, like where we are, like let's say like San Jose area, like one day, like
Yeah.
the very same day you could drive like north like 45 minutes to like San Francisco, and it like you need a jacket. Like it's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, the nature and the weather is super diverse. It's really cool. The vegetation on here is all like super different. Like there's palm trees, there's redwood trees, there's normal trees that you have in New Jersey. And yeah, like you go an hour to the west and you're at the coast. You go an hour east and then you're like 2 hours east, you're in like mountains, and like 3 hours east you're in Lake Tahoe, Yosemite. It's like snowing there. It's cold. It's like dangerous to drive. 3 hours, you're here, and it's 80 degrees in February. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like the weather out here is. I mean, I feel like unfortunately, I maybe came like during a cold week. That's what people have been saying.
it's
Yeah.
so
You know?
cold. It's 55 degrees in February. It's so cold.
Brr.
I mean, like, yo, like, I mean, like, especially for us, like, we live in Jersey, so I mean, it's not that bad, right, at all. But it's actually funny. It's in Jersey right now, like they're actually like it was like 60 something there, like
Yeah.
literally the other day, and over here it's like a little bit colder, right? I didn't expect to have to like wear like a jacket, but honestly, it's almost like I kind of like this like temperature like right now.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of like I like colder weather because for me like I'm a little bit I don't know I get sweaty easily, so it's like, but funny enough, out here too, I think what's interesting is like you guys talked about the food a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like we haven't like, I don't think there was any food that like blew me away. The Peruvian restaurant we went to, it was like,
Yeah.
it was you know,
It was
what I mean?
okay.
It was okay. You
I
know
mean,
what
you're the
mean?
real judge on the Peruvian.
Yeah,
stuff.
because like, listen, if you're Peruvian and you're listening to this, you already know lomo saltado, arroz chaufa, ají de
Papala,
gallina.
how do you say it? Papala.
Go ahead, try.
Papala.
You got
I don't remember it.
You literally almost just said it.
Aquaina.
Huancaína.
Huancaína. I was
You were
close.
literally right there, bro. You were literally right there. No, bro,
Papala Huancaína, right?
yeah, they seem to be like a very like I was trying to like when I was explaining to you guys the other day at the restaurant, they seem to be like a very like a bougie take on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was almost like if you went to like a burger place and they were trying to be mad fancy, so they gave you like like they're like like have our beef Angus burger, but like they gave you a slider because they just want you to
Like-
feel the flavor. You
Like
know?
how do I make this dish hipster and
Yeah.
sell it for $10 more?
Yeah,
That's kind of like what the food is like.
California.
Yeah.
and it's almost like I felt bad because like when we were eating there, I was like, yo, let me know when y'all in Jersey ahead of time so I can take
Yeah.
y'all to a real Peruvian restaurant.
Yeah.
So for anybody listening, the papa la huancaína, how they served it. They served it on a purple potato, which was like, like props to the purple potato. Like I feel it like that's hella Peruvian.
Shout out Purple Potato.
Shout out purple potatoes, bro. But they literally cut
Spuds.
it looked like they cut one purple potato into 4 slices, and then they put it around. They put some like some cool flower decorations on it. Put the papa la huancaína sauce on top of it, and they're like, "Here you go."
And bacon.
I think
And
it's
bacon.
important to mention that it was like fingerling sized potatoes too.
Yes.
Like it wasn't even substantial.
Yes.
Yeah, and they put it on a large plate
They
too.
did.
Like it was a huge plate for
pretty bold
a
of them.
tiny potato.
It was. And you know what? I think the best thing that they actually had there was maybe like the anticuchos, which is what I got. Because actually, like that little side app that I got, the chicken skewers, that looked pretty sizable. And I'm not even gonna lie, like the
Yeah,
chicken,
that was big.
yeah, and the chicken, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like that chicken wasn't even that kicking, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like I was eating it and I was just like, yo, like that ass, like I'm over here trying to show my friends my culture and my country, and they probably looking, they're like, yo, this man's dumb. Like, you know, but
No, I had empanada. It was good.
you
It
know,
was good, man.
and it had powdered sugar on it.
Powdered sugar on top of the empanada.
That was very strange, dude.
Yeah.
It was very
It was
strange.
good though. I liked it.
Yeah, but that's like for me, like that's like almost seeing like powdered sugar on a burger. I know I keep saying that, but I feel like we can all relate to burgers here. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's like, but the piscos.
Yeah, you like the pisco sour, right?
Yeah, the honestly, yo, the pisco sour was like one of the best. If y'all don't know what a pisco sour is, it's basically like Peruvian rum or whatever, and it has egg whites in it, a little bit of cinnamon, like lemon in it. It's really good. It's really good. And it was very fantastic, that one. I think that's the best pisco sours I actually ever had. And the pisco flight that we did too, like that was
fire.
yeah, that was interesting. It was very interesting.
It kind of, I mean, they just tasted kind of like brandy to me.
Yeah.
Like the guy said that, and I was like, I mean, it's liquor. I'm gonna have it.
Yeah.
Brandy,
Yeah.
you're fine girl.
But yeah, that was interesting too. But have you guys found any like food places? Because we went to like literally right before this, we went to what was it called?
Puesto.
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 It was good.
It was good.
It was good. A little bit bougie. A
Yeah.
little bit bougie.
Definitely $9
Bougie.
per taco.
Yeah.
Bro, some of them were like 10, 12.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But you know, I'm not gonna lie, they were like little chunky.
They were
like,
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were good.
I
They
like
were
the
good.
fish one. Did you get the fish one, the Baja fish?
I got the taco of the day. I got a birria something, and then I think I like a pork shoulder. I think that's what I got.
Shout out those margaritas though.
Bro, the margaritas, hell yeah, dude. But I was hoping, like, honestly, I don't know. Sometimes it's like weird because I'm kind of waiting. Next time I come here, I definitely want to go to a place that's like more like, you know, like less bougie, because sometimes that's where you really find like the good finger food.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then also it's like when you ask for a shot, for some reason, the house whatever liquor they give you always gets you thrashed. You know what I mean? So it's
I
like
could tell you we could hit that local bar right up the street.
That didn't
We'll
look
give
bad.
you a shot of something sketchy.
yeah.
That
It
is the complete opposite of bougie. So
yeah. It definitely looked cool. And
It's
it
like
had,
a biker bar.
yeah, and it had like pool tables in there too.
Yeah,
like
it's-
I could
it's
definitely do
chill
that.
though.
Yeah,
darts.
chill.
Yeah.
Talk to me about my girl over there, Ying Ying. I know, like,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
dang.
what Luis is talking about is there's this donut shop, like within walking distance from our apartment, and it has like this sign that was built in like probably like the 1980s. It just says like
It
donuts.
just says donuts on the
Yeah.
front.
And you go inside, and there's the sweetest woman ever who makes the best donuts I've ever had. And it's just like, this is like her home base business where she just has like probably like rundown arcade machines and like crazy stuff inside. And she's just so grateful for anyone that comes, sells donuts for $1.
Yeah, she's always so
that are just-
yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, they're really good donuts. The one that I like, it has like chocolate frosting on the top, and then it has like the ridges. You know the ones that have the ridges?
yes,
yeah.
yes,
I
I
don't
know
know what
exactly
they're
what you're talking
called,
about.
but
I have no idea.
the one
Um,
with the one-
cronuts. Cronuts.
Cronuts?
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
I might have
Yeah,
made that up.
Anyway, the one with the ridges and it has chocolate icing, and she
Mhm.
like loads it with chocolate icing. And
Yeah.
it's like it's better than just the flat donut with the chocolate icing, because with the ridges
Right.
it like holds
Sure.
more in it, more of the icing. That's the
I would
that's the one.
argue that that donut is the only thing for the price and value that I've felt like I didn't get like cheated.
Yeah, they're like
out here
$1,
so
$2.
far.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, because even like I went to the crepe place that's like right by your place
Oh, yeah.
too, bruh. I spent $25 on breakfast.
Yeah.
Like I don't even do
Yeah.
that at Starbucks, and for me, like Starbucks is. I'm not gonna say it's bougie, but like you paying $8, $10 for a cup of coffee. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I deadass paid $25 for a crepe and a bottle of water, and the bottle of water wasn't even like listen, I told you guys a little bit before. I'm like, I'm not a bougie water person, but I'm a little bit of a water connoisseur. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like I'm out here, like
Yep, yep.
I like trying the difference between Fiji, Evian, Essentia, Poland Spring. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
could just keep going and going. I just like trying different waters, and I don't know. They gave me that like off brand that you find like at like the like Acme, I think. You know what I mean? And like you know what
Yeah.
upsets me too? It's like when you the water bottle, like the plastic's like really thin,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
when you squeeze it, it just
Even with
crinkles a
even
lot.
with the cap closed, it's still
yes,
like, freaking
yes, that's
squeezes.
exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah, yeah.
bro. That's exactly.
So specific.
But no,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, because if you take the top off, the air can like go out.
yeah. So
So
you're
it
like,
squeezes, but
Sure.
you can tell a cheap water bottle, you can still squeeze it with the
yeah,
cap
you can
on.
squeeze it with the cap on, and it's like, damn, it's like,
Sure.
what's good with them? You know what I mean?
If you want really bad water, just drink the tap water.
Oh yeah.
So
Who knows what might happen to you in like a few years though.
because like the tap water is like I forget we were talking about your hair the other day, right?
Yeah, I was talking about. I mean, I was talking about how the water out here is like harder water.
What does that mean? Go ahead and explain that for people who don't know.
I'm not a scientist,
It has like a lot of minerals.
but
and
yeah,
stuff.
no, it
Minerals,
just
right?
means that there's like minerals and like other compounds. I think in the water than in some other places. Yeah, I was just saying how I think it affects my hair because it like kind of contributes to like product buildup in your hair, or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause we were also talking about like how we like to keep our bathrooms clean and stuff, right?
Oh
at one
yeah, that's
point.
a big topic for me.
And it's like, you know, we on your sink, you know, like you said, you have like some of those like water residue, like, you know, like
Don't
stains.
tell the
from-
people that.
Well, I didn't mean to like that, but I mean, like something you deal with, right? Like,
No,
you know,
yeah, no.
it sucks, and that's not something I would deal out with there in like Jersey too much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's crazy because I talked to you how I love to clean my bathroom and I like to
Yeah.
like, you know, make it nice, and like dealing with that kind of just sucks because you know the water and stuff.
Yeah, if like I mean people that have like gone to other states and like for instance like make like a pot of pasta, you just like fill the pot with water. You could see it. Like you could just see that
Yeah.
the water is like murky and like whitish.
I was just gonna say that before, like when you fill a pot, like before it settles, it's just like white,
Mm-hmm.
and then it like
Really?
settles for a little bit, and then it's like clear again.
So do y'all always like, do you boil with like, you know, the filtered water, like if you're making pasta or like?
I usually like do like a 50-50 type thing. Where I mean,
50-50.
the water's getting boiled.
Well, I
anyway,
was gonna say
so-
you boil it, so
Mhm.
yeah.
But yeah, that's why we got that water filter that you like.
Word,
that,
word.
that thing.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Like again, dude, like I'm telling you right now, like if I don't know if I would have felt the same like anywhere else if I visit anybody else like in Cali, but like so far like here, like I feel like I vibe with this heavy because in the past year I've been to Texas. Where else did I go? I was like Florida and like, you know, Miami. Like a lot of people love Miami out there. It's nice weather. I'm not gonna lie, when I was down in Miami, beautiful weather, little bit humid, but like it wasn't really like my type. I didn't really vibe with it too much, you know. Texas, I deadass wanted to move out there. Like I had it set in my heart. I was like, I'm definitely gonna love Houston.
cheap rent.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Houston, I would never move there in a million years. I'm sorry, everybody who live out there in Houston. I would have moved there for $1 million. Austin, on the other hand, Austin was fire. This place is like Austin if it was doper. That's the only way.
what,
Like,
Austin is like it's like kind of becoming another
yeah,
Silicon Valley type thing.
it's like a very hipstery thing. You know, you got a lot of mountains around in that area. You got a lot of. I'm not gonna lie though, like the food in Austin was like crazy, and it's very affordable
bet,
out
man.
there too. You know, some things are very expensive out there, but they're kind of going through like a mass, like, you know, like where people are going in there investing. You know what I mean?
I think Tesla just moved over there
Did they?
from here. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's wild.
Mhm.
You know what? I think I don't know. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to share about like your experience so far in Cali? Because you guys haven't even experienced the summer yet, right?
No.
No.
Is there something that kind of really just like sticks out to you that's so different from Jersey?
Well, I mean, this is kind of obvious, I feel like, but just like because we were saying with gas prices, but like just the price of like everything. Like I go
Yeah.
to the grocery store and I'm like $9 for like blueberries that are already rotting. What's up with that? Explain that.
Yeah, that's
like
OD.
$9.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the fruit here, like you get when you get the California stuff, like the stuff that's grown here.
Yeah, the local stuff.
Yeah, Sam likes that.
Yeah, I usually when I shop, I try to find like I actually look at the labels and like you could see like obviously the things that are like like packaged closest to where you're living are probably like, this is safe to say it's usually fresher unless like, they put pesticides.
Yeah,
or
those
preservatives
those
in or whatever.
blueberries that you get, the huge ones.
Yo, yeah, they're huge. Anyone who knows me like knows that I love fruit a lot, and like when I came out here, like the first blueberries that I had, like it was kind of like at the end of I guess summer weather here, so like recently they haven't been as impressive, but like they were legit quarter sized, and I was like, and they were so like tart and delicious, and I was like just eating them like candy, and I'm like, this is insane. But like that's like the difference too. I feel like it's easier to live. I mean, it's expensive, but it is a little bit easier to live a healthier lifestyle out here because you have like access to like tons of like great tasting fresh like produce and fish and other great things like that. Which is why I'm like super shocked that we haven't found like great food like out to eat. I mean, I really like to cook, so I feel like when we cook fresh things, they taste great. Then we go out places and we pay like extra and for like mediocre food. But we're also, I feel like, kind of stingy about it since you're coming from Rochester, which is like such a foodie city.
Yeah,
It
I
was-
wish
we
you-
never had a
yeah.
bad meal there.
Yeah, I wish you could have made it up to Rochester to try the food up there. Oh man,
Dude,
great time. Every time I went out, the food was phenomenal.
next time you're on the East Coast, let me know. I'll drive up there. Straight up.
Dude, I want to go back there at some point. So
I ain't got no problems just traveling, doing our thing. And
I'll show you around.
it's weird too, cause like there was a lot of things I didn't even expect. Like when we went to go see the Golden Gate Bridge, it was cool. Like I thought it was cool. Like I feel like the nostalgia. If it wasn't the Golden, all right, how can I explain this right? If it didn't already have such a nostalgia around it, like I wouldn't be crazy about it, right? But since like literally like it's in the Full House, like like beginning like shots and stuff, and it's literally like everybody talks about it, and then I completely forgot Alcatraz was a thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like so wild to think about how just in this island in the middle of like all this, there's just like the worst people in the world.
Can
like
you believe that
murderers.
they still send prisoners there?
Do they actually?
No.
That's not nice, yo. I believe you. I was like, damn, they do tours there, bro. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're walking through the tour and they're like,
Yeah, bro.
That's
You ever see that show, Beyond Scared Straight?
Yeah.
That show's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have you seen that show?
I've seen like clips of it enough
Yeah,
to
me
know, the gist of it.
Bro, they should do like Beyond Scared Straight, like Alcatraz.
On Alcatraz.
That would be wild. Or
At
like,
night.
is Guantanamo still a thing? I don't know.
Jeez, man, you're gonna run kids through some like terrorist Guantanamo.
Bruh,
Bay
I don't
stuff?
know if they acting up, I guess. You know what I mean? Like if my kid's acting up and I don't know,
Gotta be
like,
some
you know what I
bad
mean?
kids,
I send them to Guantanamo. I'd be like, yo, this could be you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I mean, but I think the people at Guantanamo are like real, like,
Yeah, bro.
they're probably like war criminals. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
That's like a little bit. That's a little bit much. You could scare someone. Like that's probably like way too much money to scare someone. Send them all the way there. Just send them to like the county jail or something. And they'll be good.
yeah, they'll probably be fine.
But yeah, we were going over the Golden Gate Bridge, and you were like, "Yo, what's that island?" And I was like, "Yo, that's Alcatraz." And you were like, "I could escape from that." And I was
But
like, "All right,
honestly,
baby."
there's no like, bro, like when they talked about Alcatraz, they talked about it like there was like 50 miles of water on each side, you know, and like there's no way they could make it or whatever. Bro, I'm telling you, those guys who were in that place and they were like, oh, and the water's like shark infested and this and this and that or whatever. Bro, I'm looking at that. I'm like, bro, there's a guy who swam from Cuba to Florida. Like, I'm pretty sure like we're chilling on Alcatraz. You feel me?
well, you
Well-
gotta get out of the prison first.
They got out of the prison. They got out.
Oh, is this the actual thing?
Yeah, there was like 2 prisoners, right? And they escaped Alcatraz. They literally had the craziest like escape like type movie, like whatever. And then I think it was like raining or it was a storm or something, like literally like a movie. And they like just got out and they jumped into the water and they were looking for them in the ocean for the whole time and they never found them. And they're like, yeah, they probably died. And they're like, well, we're gonna look for the bodies, and they never found the bodies. And I'm like, bruh, like I said, I'm not saying like it's a small like little thing, but like bro, like you throw the right airplane, like paper airplane from like the top of the Golden State, you probably hit Alcatraz. You feel me? Like
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, imagine if like Alcatraz was in the Hudson River, prisoners would not escape.
Well,
You have to- you have to
they have a
swim the
prison out there,
Hudson?
right?
they probably go a third leg on,
That's
on
what I'm
the
saying.
way up
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
shore. And sometimes there be some nasty stuff happening in the Hudson.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing I noticed to circle back to the question that you asked. The water out here, like the Pacific, so blue.
Yeah,
It's like
very
mind
blue.
blowing. On like a clear day, like we've gone a couple times to Carmel by the Sea, which is like Pebble Beach, like that super fancy golf course. The first time that we saw it on a clear day, I like almost cried. I was like, "This is what the ocean is supposed to look like compared to like the Jersey Shore."
And that's not even like the nicest ocean.
Yeah, no,
you go out
yeah.
to Hawaii, the water's like
yeah,
clear,
or
bro.
just like other countries,
Yeah.
but it's pretty nuts.
Talk to me about the smash and grab.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, bro, that be happening. man. That
You
be
said it
happening.
like, talk to me about like when you smashed it.
Yeah, when you smash and grab. Like I told them when I saw the sign, right? I saw the smash and grab, and I was like, "Yo," the first thing I thought it was just like warning about my uncle. Shout out my uncle. My uncle's a good guy. Yo, I deadass like I don't even. I have multiple uncles, and I never like name a specific one because I don't want people to know the truth.
For sure.
But
all your uncles quaking right now.
That was a good
Listen.
sip.
we will get justice one day. But yeah, talk to me about the smash and grab.
Yeah, so I mean, what Luis is referring to is like signs that are like up everywhere advising you not to leave literally anything in your car
Yeah.
because like your car window will get smashed and it will get stolen, like without a doubt.
It happened last week to one
yeah.
of my friends.
Yeah, one of our buddies out here went inside for literally less than 3 minutes, left his backpack in the car, like I guess within sight, doors locked and everything, and somebody just straight up smashed the window.
Window
Stole it.
broken, backpack, work
Within 3
laptop
minutes,
gone.
he just went inside, I think, to go pick up like a takeout order or something. Yeah, could happen anywhere. Like there's literally nothing in my car. Like even like the wire I use for like the aux and like to charge my phone, I put it in like the glove compartment. I don't want like to give anyone a single reason to break into my car.
Like that's wild.
Yeah.
That's like super crazy.
Yeah, it's a problem here.
Yeah.
And like it's also like interesting to think of the demographics out here, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, damn, like it's not for nothing, but like to be homeless out here too, like that sounds rough. Because I mean, everything out here is like hella expensive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause like, you know what, I'll never forget, I used to be a delivery driver for this ice cream company out in Jersey, right? And I'll never forget, I was doing an ice cream run out in Hoboken, and I parked my car real quick just to kind of like figure out like where I am on the GPS. And some homeless lady walked up to my car, and she's like, "Hey, can I have money?" And I stopped my car and I was like, "Nah." I was like, because I don't really like giving money because I don't know what they're gonna spend it on. That's just
Yeah,
me.
that's valid.
That's just like my personal like opinions and stuff. But I literally told her, I was like, pick anywhere. Like I was like, that place down the street right there. I was like, I'll go with you to buy you something to
Sure,
eat.
yeah.
So I took her to this place, and like it sucked because, you know, Hoboken's like a little bit of a more of a bougie place, like I guess
Yeah.
in Jersey, right? So I took this lady in here, and she had her bag and everything, and people were looking and stuff. And so I bought her something, and you know, like when I bought her a sandwich and a drink, you know what I mean, like it didn't come out crazy, you know what I mean, it
Yeah.
came out like $10-15 or whatever.
Yeah.
I gave her 20, I let her keep the rest, whatever, right?
Mhm.
But like out here, bro, I paid $25 for like, you know, breakfast. So I
Sure.
feel like but like,
You're gonna buy a homeless person a $25 crepe?
but no, like I said, I got a heart, but like, you know, like, I mean, I don't got a wallet
Yeah.
like that. You feel
Well,
me?
that's why it's such a problem out here. That's why like the homelessness problem is so tough. I mean, it's really dynamic. I'm not going to speak on it too much because I don't know enough about it,
Word.
but just like the wage gap and cost of living out here, insane. It's not sustainable to stay here unless you've been here for so long. Like even like someone I spoke to said that like their parents bought a house here over 50 years ago for $80,000. Today, just the plot of land was appraised for $3.5 million. You can't stay here. Like it's like, as much as like we like it here a lot, but like we even before we came out, we're like, we cannot stay here. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it's like your life really comes at a premium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like this type of I know I keep talking about your house and how nice it is, right?
Thank
But
you.
like,
You could keep talking about it if you want.
I will.
How clean it is. How,
It's
how
very
nicely
clean.
decorated
It's
it
very
is.
nicely decorated.
Thank
This
you.
chair, like I didn't even really need to tell you to like set up a set. You know what I mean? It already
Yeah,
looked beautiful.
yeah.
And like I'm not upset that we didn't get to film during the day, but like it's so beautiful during the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous. Like I think specifically like over here, like literally over here, either the light from the window or from the up window or the bottom window, because y'all got two nice windows.
Yeah, we have
I
nice.
don't know if you can tell, but there's a
Yeah.
vaulted ceiling.
Yeah, it's
So-
like the way the sun hits this,
Small flex.
it just looks so picturesque.
Thank
Like I could literally just take a picture of it and be like, oh my god, I could sit on that. I could literally, if this was my house, I would sit on that couch and just stare at this wall.
I do that sometimes.
You know?
Yeah, well, this like Pat was saying, this room has vaulted ceilings, so that's why there's like tons of plants, because this is like the best room for it, because it gets sun like when the sun rises, and it goes like around too.
Mhm.
So it's pretty sweet. It's a nice
Yeah.
place to be.
Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. And you know, it's interesting talking about like housing and stuff. I see a lot of campers out here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting seeing those campers too, because like honestly, like I've thought about van life once or twice. You know, we talked the other day about the Volkswagen little vans and taking like a road trip like
I
that.
love
know?
the Volkswagen buses, the old school ones. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people have that weird side pipe dream where they're just like, I want to see every state. I think we were talking about that because I want to do that too. But the old Volkswagen vans.
yeah, they're
so
gorgeous.
nice. They're so nice.
They're gorgeous. And like, I mean, seeing a bunch of those around and people camping out in those would be nicer than seeing like the whole RV situation going on.
yeah.
But I think it's kind of just interesting because I know there's people out there who like, because if you could imagine, you know, like I know people be making bank out here, right?
yeah.
And it's like if you chose to live in an RV for free, make that bank, take that money, invest it, and then just hit and run. Like after like you'd feel like you've made enough and get a job at a bigger tech company wherever else, you know, like that'd be crazy.
That's why a lot of the tech people out here, like they room together. They'll squeeze like 5 people in a house because the rent, you know, you get once you hit a certain level of like the size of the house or the apartment, like it kind of stays. You know, it'll probably give you like $4,000 a month or something like that. It could probably
Yeah.
go up from there, but like if you get 4 people in there, 5 people in there, like
Yeah.
save a lot of money.
No, you chilling. You definitely chilling.
People
a lot.
do that a lot here.
You know what, guys? I think people get the gist of Cali. I want the people to get the gist more of Sam and Pat. Can y'all talk about how y'all met? Like, how did that happen?
Tinder.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good old Tinder.
Yep. We actually swiped twice, like probably like I don't know, a year apart.
Damn.
And she left me on red the first time.
Damn.
Listen. All my ladies watching know. If you've used Tinder, I mean, I can't speak for what it's like today because we matched in 2017. I know there's GIFs, there's voice recordings, crazy stuff going on Tinder right now. But you just like that, like every guy, I feel like if you're decent looking, swipes right. So like there's so many messages all the time. And I mean at the time I wasn't really looking for anything. I was just, on it. I was busy doing life, wasn't looking for anything serious. And then we matched a second time, and I was like, oh, I kind of remember this guy. He's handsome, interesting looking. Seems like he has a lot of cool hobbies.
Looking.
Interesting
Yeah.
looking.
like,
That's my
interesting-
boy. That's my boy.
I meant like interesting in terms of like, your hobbies and likes and stuff. And
Yeah, it was so
hit it
interesting.
off.
I think it was like a Frank Ocean song, as you could put like your anthem. It was like Frank Ocean and an Office quote.
Yeah, the Office quote was the one that
So
was like,
interesting.
Yeah.
that was like, it's the one where he's like, sometimes I hit people with my car, like.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking.
I mean, it was enough for me.
I guess it worked.
Yeah.
Maybe not the first time.
So yeah, we met on Tinder. Like we matched like the end of 2017, December. We went on one date, January 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Then-
What was the first date?
We went to
Jose Tejas,
Right.
Tejas.
water.
Yeah.
Good water,
the good
and
water.
Monster Mini Golf, and I got food poisoning from Jose Tejas.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's funny he said that because we have an ongoing debate of where he actually got food poisoning. Because after our date, he went to Half Apps in Totowa, New Jersey, where I have 2 other firsthand sources that have told me they've gotten food poisoning there from the exact dish Pat also had that night. So I think
And
Do you
he's lying.
I know a whole family that got food poisoning in Jose Tejas.
Bro, I could literally call up Cam and Drew right now and they'll tell me the same thing.
I'll call up the entire family.
bruh.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, that was our first date. And then Pat, it's going to RIT, upstate New York. So he went back to school, and then we just like were still chatting for a bit. He came back for the summer, and then the rest was history.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's super fire. So how is the dynamic changed? Because it's very interesting to see how y'all have worked, because it's like
Sure.
y'all were together and then like it was like y'all had the long distance thing going on, right?
Mhm.
While he was in Rochester, and now you like y'all living in a
Yeah.
completely different like place.
The
You know
the
what I
left
mean?
coast.
Like how's it been? If you guys don't mind sharing.
It's good.
You know.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah, so we did do. I mean, we've been together for almost 4 years now, so we did do distance for a decent amount of time, like three years.
Yeah, we're both pretty like independent people, so
Yeah.
we can.
Word.
Yeah, I mean, I usually like, some people who end up in certain situations like similar, like they've asked me like advice on it before. I usually say like, the best thing you could do is live your own life, and trust the other person and communicate with them, and just like be confident that the relationship is working, and not focus on like every little detail of it. Like worry about yourself first, but of course communicate openly too. And yeah, we've just always been like that. We're both pretty like independent people, but now that we're finally like together in the same space, it's like totally normal for me. Like it's totally cool.
What has been like the most difficult thing about like moving in together that like y'all maybe didn't know about each other before, or did it feel just like
Sam has to deal with my farts.
Yeah, that's tough. No, I've always dealt with the farts. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
not
but
a big
just
deal.
more often.
Yeah. I would say
They're bad.
I mean it's okay. I've gotten used to it. I don't really like sharing a bed. Like it's nothing personal. I
Yeah.
love him so much, but like I like to like starfish in the bed. Like I don't like I get really like hot when I sleep. So like it's hard to like share a regular size bed.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
also feel that way. It
yeah.
has nothing to do with you.
Oh right, yeah.
It's just like it's just like I don't
Well,
know.
we're making
I-
that
I've-
Cali money. We have to get a California king.
where
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like my whole life. You sleep alone, and then
Yeah.
you have somebody else there, and it's like, damn, I can't like spread out.
Weird enough, I didn't know how to sleep in a big bed until I got like older. I slept in I'm weird. I'm sorry. I slept in a twin, and I'm already kind of like a husky dude. I slept in a twin basically until I was like maybe like 19, almost 20, right? And I actually, shout out Bobby, I bought his bed off of him because
Right.
he was kind of just selling it, and it was a full size. And I've always slept in this like twin, and it kind of always felt like a smaller twin too. And I never changed my mattress since I was like 5, right?
Damn,
Right.
So it had the springs and stuff. Like it was old. Like it was like, and I was chilling in it, and I was just sleeping it. And I would always like, I don't know, I would sleep in an elongated fetal position all the time, maybe.
Sure,
like maybe
yeah.
that's like,
Elongated.
so if the fetal position's like, like this, like
Sure. I just
guess
wanted a visual.
elongated would be like this.
Like a crouch.
I don't know. Like yeah, like a slight crouch,
You a side
Like-
sleeper?
It depends. Well, now like it's weird because now
Yeah,
I don't
he sleeps in the fetal position on his
Bruh.
back.
I don't like when I first got the new bed, the big bed, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so cool. I built it, and I put the mattress on, and I got the new covers, and I was so excited. I got new pillows, and I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I got into bed, and I was like, I don't know how to sleep in this. And a lot of people are like, yo, you're freaking weird. How do you not know how to sleep in a bed?
No, there's
And
a
I
lot
was
of
like,
decisions that have to be made.
Bruh.
What side do you lay on? Do you lay in the center?
Yeah,
With
like-
how many pillows?
there was too much room. Like I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, why? Who would need this much bed?
Yeah.
And like for the first like 2 months, I would just sleep in the corner of the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally the actual corner of the bed, just with my pillow and just like kind of like, and that was like a real fetal position. Like I was just like, because I didn't know how else to sleep. I was like, this is weird. I was like, am I allowed to spread out and starfish on this? Like
What
bed?
would happen if you did though?
Well, that's what I figured out because one day I kind of just like I was kind of just looking at the other side of the bed. I'm
Feeling
like,
crazy.
yeah, I was like, yo, damn, there's a lot of real estate over here. Like, I'm gonna find out like what I could do. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
yeah.
And then I remember
About
like
to
the first
Build a
day.
condominium over there.
Hell yeah, bro! Like, and then I started getting more pillows,
Right.
and then like like nicer blankets. I invested in Egyptian cotton this year. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like the
Bougie.
Good
the,
stuff.
the high thread count. You know what I mean?
How many?
I don't know.
At least 4.
It was Bed Bath and Beyond on sale, so
Okay, so it's like it's like 400, but they're advertising it as like
like
1,000.
1,000. Yeah, probably
yeah.
something like that.
There's a conspiracy. I mean, allegedly, there's a conspiracy that Bed Bath and Beyond sells like thread counts that are higher than they actually feel. Allegedly.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised because sometimes, I mean, we're kind of talking about like with the business model of selling like the Yang Ying's dollar donuts, right?
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, like how is she selling a dollar? Wait, hold up, like real quick though. I know like
yeah,
we
it's
kind of
trippy to think about though.
a dollar donut. Like
Yeah.
I paid $25 for my crepe breakfast this morning, bro.
Right.
Like $25
and
I
What was
paid.
it-
and
what
then
was-
across
was-
the street.
I'm sorry. What was in that crepe?
I think there was like mushrooms, spinach,
Oh yeah,
mozzarella,
That's like $9 right there.
like yeah, like I mean it was called the Royal crepe. So I mean, and it was like a little bit bougie on the menu, but it wasn't too far from anything else.
There was
Everything else was like maybe 16, 18. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
there's probably avocado in there.
Oh yeah.
Everything has avocado here.
It did have avocado
Everything
in it.
has
It did have
avocado.
avocado.
That's
in it.
easily another $4 on the bill right there.
Yeah.
Did they add gratuity too? Sometimes they do that out here.
I think I did pay gratuity.
Like in addition to the bill, gratuity was
Honestly,
included?
like I kind of just wanted my food, so I didn't look too hard because I already
Sure.
went in. I already went in with the expectations I was gonna spend a lot.
yeah.
And I know like the longer I look at like the receipt, especially if it's just for me, like for example, like food is one of those things that I like to indulge in. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like very funny enough, like I'll be very frugal in other areas, like very frugal in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to food, I feel like this is like something I'm gonna ingest and like I get to enjoy, so I don't mind spending. So
Yeah.
when I get to places that like like the Peruvian restaurant, like I said, it didn't upset me. I was just like, all right, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I was like, damn, what upset me the most about it was just like I wanted y'all to experience Peru. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like the closest thing y'all experienced was the pisco and the cusqueña. You had the Peruvian beer.
Well, it's not your
Yeah.
fault because I mean we didn't even look at the menu or do anything before we walked in.
Facts.
The,
That's big
the
time.
vibes were there.
The vibes were definitely there.
Yeah.
It was
That's
definitely
what you're getting in Cali though. You're just paying for the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the vibes of everything is pretty cool.
Yeah, everything out here is like pretty nice so far. When we went to Puestos, like I told you, like it kind of felt like a Houston vibe, at least like the mall
Yeah.
center type of thing too. Sorry, we got so off topic from what we were
That's
talking about
okay.
before. Sometimes it happens. We're talking about. I wanted to get back to how you guys met. Y'all talked about the long distance. Y'all talked about
And the donut yin yin conspiracy.
oh, the donut yin yang experience.
Right.
Bruh,
That's
that-
very important to our relationship.
Bruh, real quick, because we need to finish that thought too. Ying Ying selling these donuts, right? She's selling these donuts
Yeah.
for like, bruh, I got
These
a
donuts are actually spectacular, and I'm not even a big donut person.
Bruh,
They're so
hold up,
good. They're
hold up.
just like
Oh,
hold
do we
on.
have some?
oh, Luis
I
is
literally
gonna go
think
get
I
a
literally think
donut.
we have them.
Maybe he'll do a taste test on camera.
Yeah,
if
we
we're
were
lucky.
going. We were going every like week.
We were.
A little while ago, and then we stopped going. Just-
Yeah, well,
I think
because
we went home for Christmas, and then we didn't.
we
go
were
back.
going enough that she would sneak in munchkins.
Yeah. She
because
kept sneaking
remembered
munchkins
us.
into the bag.
But these donuts, this is literally like the classic. Hold up, I'm gonna try to.
Yeah. California can't get the pizza right, but the donuts. At least these donuts we've had so far.
These are fire. These are fire.
You can do a taste test on camera.
I will do a taste test on camera. Matter of fact. Hold on. Get comfortable. Put these on the down. They have another one here, and it has like nuts on it or something.
Yeah.
This was $1. Hold up. I'm just go ahead. Y'all,
Sure, yeah.
do y'all want a piece or you want to
I'm
grab
good,
a
I'm
piece? Y'all
good.
good? Y'all good?
I could actually talk about the other donuts of Ying's that I've tried while you taste it if you want.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure. So I've tried the maple glazed donut. It's spectacular.
Maple glaze.
I like a nice little icing on my donut. Yeah, they have green tea icing. Pat's a big fan of just like the regular glaze. Can't go wrong. That's what Luis's.
And the ridges one, as I said
doing right
before.
now. Yeah, with the
uh,
ridges.
First reactions, Luis?
But this shit is bussing, bro. Bro, this is so $1, bro. Like,
$1.
bro, you know what you could get $1 for nowadays? Like in New York City, you could get like, you know,
A chip.
$1 pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over here, you could get a donut. In Chuck E. Cheese, you get 4 coins. You know, like
Yeah.
that's fire, dude. Like, but like the whole yin yang conspiracy is that, bruh, if I pay $25 across the street for a breakfast and she's selling dollar donuts, like how is she in business? You know what I mean?
I sell
Like
a lot of donuts, bro.
there's something wrong there. There's something
I have
wrong
a
there.
question for you. So, I mean, not really a question, but just something for you to just something for you to think about. That crepe kind of costs like what it would be to get half a tank of gas here. How do you feel about that?
Yo, honestly, I feel like, oh shit.
Tangled up in the donut box over
My
there.
bad, fellas. My bad, fellas. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all.
Luis is very passionate about the gas situation now.
Bruh, like they want you. I think like they trying to build like the higher ups, right? The
Yeah.
high, like you like. I'm gonna sound crazy. The Illuminati, right?
I'm on board.
Sold.
The Illuminati, like they run shit out here. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Like and they've been talking about this for a while.
Allegedly.
Right? But you think about like they building all these these different ecosystems and communities and stuff, and you think about it out here. They're like, how do we get people to buy Teslas? Right? And the gas out here is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it starts to make you think, damn, I'm spending $60 a tank. And if you driving a lot, you driving maybe like, if like for me, regularly in Jersey, I'd be paying for a full tank like every week. And if it's, excuse me, Jesus Christ, that donut's busting. Yo, if you're paying $60 a week for gas, right, or for a full tank, and then you know 60 times 4, what's that? That's like $240, right?
Yeah.
You paying $240 a month for gas?
Yep.
$240, not that far away from like, you know, like $350.
Yeah.
It's like
Not
only,
that far away from 400.
yo, like dead ass. No, but like,
500?
but like if you think about it, you
Well,
put
240 is equivalent to almost 10 crepes for $25 each.
that's actually facts too. So think about it. If I went to breakfast every day for like 10 days,
Yeah.
I'd be ripped. You know what I mean? So it's like you start thinking like I was running the numbers of Teslas in Jersey. I'm not gonna lie, like I really wanted a Tesla at one point.
Yeah.
Like I really wanted a Tesla
nice.
bad, and I was like, damn, like I can't justify it because then I ran the numbers, and I was like, damn, I would have to put down at least like $15,000 to $20,000
Yeah.
to get a monthly payment that's actually worth it. You know?
And that's probably with a loan term that's like
Mm-hmm.
5 years, 6 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And Cali got incentives for you to get like, you know, eco-friendly cars, you know what I mean? And then on top of it, it's kind of nice. And then everybody out here got Teslas.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Every
Everybody
other
out
car
here
on the
got
road is a
Teslas.
And
Tesla.
Rivian right outside right now.
Oh yeah.
It's
real.
It's
real
literally
cute.
it's wild out here, dude. And so like, you know, when you make that justification, it's like, damn, it's like, yo, like I might just get a Tesla. So I think the Illuminati is building the ecosystem.
Sure.
They raise up the gas prices. They making you buy electric cars, and then the whole goal, you know, out here would be everybody has electric cars.
And then you know what happens once everybody has electric cars?
The whole
They
state.
shut off the power.
I was gonna say that the whole state catches on fire and falls off.
Damn, but the whole state in general already catches on fire.
That's what I'm saying.
Have y'all have y'all had to deal with any of that? The California wildfires? Like, is that something that
No.
y'all doing?
No, like not like directly yet, but I mean, I think we tried to go up and do a hike like near like Big Basin, right?
Yeah, I think it's Big Basin.
And it's still shut down because of like fires previously.
wildfires.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So, yeah, nothing yet directly, but I'm sure it happens like some places, and we might experience it. So we'll see.
So what have you guys done out here so far that's been your favorite thing to do?
I like doing the hikes. all the different hikes.
It looked
Yeah.
very beautiful. I'm
are
not gonna lie.
awesome. Yeah.
I saw y'all in the redwood forest, and that looked like
that was
literally
cool.
looked like Red Riding Hood would be like, you know, like running around there and shit. Like that's
Star Wars,
incredible.
bro. You're on Endor.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
That's where they filmed
facts.
Endor in the redwood.
Really?
Forest, bro. Yeah.
I gotta go out.
I mean,
there,
I think
bro.
it's like more north or maybe south. I don't know. I think it was north where they actually filmed it. But when you're walking through the redwood forest, you're like, damn, bro, I'm on Endor right now. This is crazy.
Yeah, it literally sounds like everything out here so far like sounds like really cool because I'm a big nature guy.
Yeah.
It's just the prices and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
But yo, honestly, like I hate to bring it back to this, but if Ying Yang could do it, anybody can do it, bro.
Bro,
Like literally,
Yeah.
she's
American
inspired.
dream,
That's
bro.
what I'm
It's the
saying. You
American
don't
dream.
you don't know Ying Yang's side hustles. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's her home base. She has some old arcade machines in there.
But she could
Who
make.
knows? She could also be in charge of that bar right there for all we know.
She could be making bank, and I wouldn't even know because she held the door open for me
Yeah.
when I was leaving.
She's real sweet.
Yeah, because I gave her extra. Bro, I paid. All right, so the donuts were like 7 something, right?
Sure.
For like the 6 of them, right? I guess she charged tax or whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn. I was like, I'm gonna just slip her the 10. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Because I was
Yeah.
like, she was mad nice. We were kicking it up a little bit,
Mhm.
bruh. She's like, thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
thank
thank
you,
you, thank you, thank you.
That's
And then
what
she's
she
like,
does.
let me get the door for you. And I was like, yo, don't do that, yo. Because I'm like, I'm gonna start catching feelings. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I don't know. Like, you know, I don't have people that nice to me all
Might
the
have to
time.
move out here.
She does have a
Has to
husband
work.
though, I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
I've seen him before. So I'd just be careful if I were you.
Yeah, don't
okay.
don't give like $20 tips. You know, he'll start getting suspicious.
That's right.
Yo, Ying Ying, like with a Latino last name, that would be wild.
Yeah.
Ying Ying Apazza Saveta.
Yeah, Ying Ying Apazavera, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. We'd make beautiful babies. I think she's older too. I don't even know why I'm
She's probably
talking
like
like this.
she's probably like 60, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's like wine, bro. Age is beauty. You know. I was about to say something out of pocket, but I'm gonna just leave it there. Guys, this has been really, really dope talking on the podcast so far.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is coming into my mind about like what I want to know more about you guys. Sam, I feel like I still haven't given the audience the full Sam experience.
Sure. I don't really know what the full Sam experience is, so I don't know how to deliver that.
I think it was cool because when we first met, I actually don't know I don't remember the first time we met.
It was you, Chaz, and Bobby we were going to half apps,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was like after one of our dates. So then I came through, and then we met at Applebee's.
Word.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably something like that. But you know, I really felt like the last time we actually chilled, which was at like Pat's going away. Like I really.
It
like-
was our going away.
Yeah.
I was going away too.
My bad.
It was
my
at
bad.
Pat's parents' house
My
though,
bad,
so
yes.
I mean it's okay.
my bad. But you know, like you were just like so like opening, like very open and like very just more comfortable. And like
Yeah.
I felt like it really like made me feel comfortable as well.
Oh, thank
And then
you.
like coming here, I think like it's always difficult because obviously I like talking to people. You know what I mean? Obviously I like connecting with people and like getting to know them. But then it's kind of hard sometimes because you're like, damn, like I hope the homie's girl like, you know, likes me and stuff. And I hope that we could actually vibe and I hope that we could actually connect and like talk about stuff and be comfortable and open. And honestly, so far here, that's been nothing what you guys have been done. It's really been a blessing to be here and like, you know, like be welcomed into your house. And it's also very different because it almost feels like we're becoming adults, you know. It's
Yeah.
like I'm 24 and I know I say that we're kids and stuff, but like, you know, it wasn't too long ago I feel like where me and Pat were like tooting our flutes and like high school fields and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and then like, you know, it doesn't even feel too long ago. Like Multi Mindset wasn't even that too long ago. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
yeah.
And it's actually just like super incredible. I'm super happy for you guys. I'm
Thank
super
you.
like proud of you guys doing your stuff out here.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute blessing here so far. And like, yeah, we're kind of coming to like the end of the podcast. But guys, if there's anything you guys want to share, like one more thing, or if anything you want to shout out. Oh, I completely forgot. I'm kind of gonna make this a seasonal thing because I am unfortunately not bougie yet. But for anybody who's on the first episode of the podcast, we'll be making $100 donation to any charity that you guys want. So That's a thing as well. So we could talk
Oh,
about that
cool.
after the podcast as
Yeah.
well.
Sweet.
But if there's anything that you guys want to share, anything that you guys got in your mind, or you guys close out, shout out your Instagrams or anything, the floor is yours, guys.
Sure. Thank you so much for having us on.
It's been a pleasure.
Sorry if everyone wasn't able to get the same experience, but you know,
Bruh,
maybe,
they-
maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Girl. Like they gonna get the same experience eventually. I got you.
Well, we were so happy to have you. You're a great person to just have around. You always bring up the mood, and our first friend guest out here. It's very special. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any like active projects that I'm working on or anything, but I do have an Instagram people could follow if they're interested. It's just sam.cummings. Sometimes I post stuff on it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How about you, Pat?
Luis, thanks for coming out here, bro. It's been awesome. I have to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow to drive you back. To
Thank you.
the
Thank you.
airport.
You know, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and thanks for having me on again. Thanks for having both of us on. It is an honor. It is an honor to be on the AO Chill podcast.
Thank you,
That's
bro.
right.
Season
appreciate
3.
Season 3, baby. We here. We here. And guys, do you want to shout out any of your Instagrams, anything?
It's plain.pat if you want to follow me.
Facts.
Go for it. I might, who knows, might be releasing some music at some point.
Word.
So stay tuned. We got some photography maybe going to go up there maybe.
Word.
So stay tuned for that.
Bet. And guys, y'all already know what the deal is. BETO, aka Beto. You can follow me at BETO_music. You can follow AO Chill at AO Chill Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, hopefully one day OnlyFans, whatever the case may be, guys. But guys, thank you so much for listening in. And yeah, it's a real blessing. I got so many new things for the new season coming up. It's gonna be crazy, guys. Next week, we're also gonna still be in Cali, but we're gonna be in Los Angeles, and we're gonna be with some military guys, and they're gonna be talking about all the bullshit that's probably happening on right now. But guys, much love, everything. Again, thank you guys, Pat and Sam and Pat, guys. You guys have been incredible. I will catch you guys next week. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Woo.